Hello. Hi, guys. All right. How are we doing? Everybody having a good week so far? It's Tuesday. It's Google Hangout Day. It's the night that Jacqui gets to do what she loves to do. Talk Scentsy. So, I'm doing a little multitasking here, so excuse the mess, so to speak. As always, thank you for taking time out of your evening to join me as we chat and hang out and talk Cincy. I am Jacqui Duran, independent Cincy consultant, and your lovely YouTube Google Hangout host for the evening. So, aren't you the lucky ones? There is if you're joining me live, there is a chat box right over there, or over there, I don't know. On my screen, it's over here. Feel free to chime in, ask questions. If you need me to repeat something, show something better. I'm going to just apologize now for my webcam and its inability to take quality video. Looking to upgrade that soon. So what do we do on Tuesday nights? We do weekly Cincy Chats, and each week I try and focus on a topic that will help other consultants out there like myself. If you haven't been joining me lately on these weekly hangouts, you can always go back. I am numbering them week by week. I guess looking back, I hope it's kind of going in order, more or less. Of course, I also go by topics that you guys suggest to me. So as you all suggest topics, then I work those in as well. But I am trying to stay in somewhat of an order here. So hopefully it's not too chaotic and you guys can kind of follow along. And if you're not a consultant, but perhaps you're one of those people who are sitting on the fence and maybe you see me post or you follow me and you're like, what the heck does she really love so much about Cincy? Or what's more that I don't know that I'm not getting with this whole Cincy thing? It's another reason why I do this. So you guys can kind of literally peek behind the curtain to see a day in the life of a Cincy consultant. This is what we do, people. This is what we do. I actually really enjoy it. Love it to pieces. I have a full-time career, so I work that during the day. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I do have other hobbies and interests outside of all of this, but I really, really, really enjoy my Cincy, and I really, really look forward to working my Cincy business. I know that kind of sounds crazy because you're probably sitting there like, crazy woman. I'm totally not a crazy woman. I just really am passionate about Cincy. I really like it and I really enjoy it, and that's why I still do it after 3 years. So I hope to continue for many, 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 many more. As always, I want to do a very quick housekeeping just for all purposes here, really. Basically, that's just to say that I am not an official Cincy spokesperson. I am an independent Cincy consultant. So this is obviously not an official Cincy training by any means. This is me networking with all of you, getting to know you, and other consultants out there, and my future recruits. Because I know you're out there. You're thinking about it. You're really thinking about it. You're like, I see you're having fun every single week doing these video hangouts. I need to be a part of that. Yeah, you do. So my contact information is below. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to connect with you, talk with you more about the opportunity, give you a little bit more insight if that's what you're looking for, and maybe answer specific questions. But if you are a consultant already, then of course your sponsor, who is the person who signed you, should be your main source for direct training questions. If you are not able or not actively involved with your sponsor, which can happen, that's okay. You should be able to get in touch with your director. And then some of you may have a star director and some of you might have a superstar director. So when in doubt, all you have to do is open up your workstation, and if you're on the PC version, if you're looking at it, it should be on the left-hand side of your screen, and it will tell you who your sponsor is, who your star director or superstar director, if you have a star director. Some groups may not have one of those, but if you do, it'll be listed there. And you can always contact them at any time. I believe you can do that also from the account tab in your workstation as well. It should give it there, or possibly under performance. My memory is just not working very well tonight, so I apologize. But if you haven't clicked on those tabs, start clicking. It's my best advice. But anyway, those are your main sources of direct training. This should just be additional fun training. I get to be the fun training person and help network and share ideas, things like that. So that's what we do. We're a big old family here at Cincy, and we all enjoy it, and we're all pretty helpful. So don't hesitate to holler out if you have a question and just can't reach somebody. And then, of course, very quickly, I'll let you know, you can always contact consultant support by giving them a quick ring-a-ding on the phone, and they, of course, will be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. All right, so this week, what are we chatting about? This week, well, let's see here. Let's backtrack. Last week, we talked about how we are in the middle of a relaunch, and how no matter where you're at in your Scentsy journey, you can always relaunch your business. And I suggest doing it, if not once, but maybe twice a year. And for me, kind of basing that around the catalog changes. So we just had a catalog change. Woo, woo. On March 1st, we came out with our brand new catalog. Flipping amazing, people. OMG. If you are a consultant, hopefully you by now are getting familiar with your catalog. If you are not a consultant, and I'm on the fencers, all you have to do, if you don't already have a catalog for me, is just ask me. It's that simple. Ask and ye shall receive, and I will give it to you because it is amazing. Amazing. I have a very long wish list in this catalog. Very, very long. But I have put in my order for my first couple of warmers from the new catalog and some of the new scents. So hopefully you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If not, please do. Please make sure that you're clicking subscribe on there, because I'm going to be bringing you some fantastic videos very shortly. Well, not shortly like in tonight, but shortly in the near future. You're not going to want to miss them. Just letting you know now. But anyway, we talked last week about how we were relaunching our business, right? We were putting new spark, new life into our business. And sometimes it takes, you know, just like we do an update on our devices, on our phones, on our computers, tablets, things like that. You know, we also have to upgrade ourselves. So that means taking a step back, looking at what we're doing, and evaluating what is working, what is not working, and tweaking those processes as needed. Because remember, guys, if you're doing something, maybe it's, I'm totally using this as an example, okay? Just simply an example. Maybe you are posting on Facebook every single day, and you've been doing that every single day for 2 months, and you haven't gotten a single order, you haven't gotten a single nibble, nobody's even curious, maybe nobody's even commented, and you're just like, what am I doing? Well, one, you're wasting your time, because obviously if that is not working for you, if that's not yielding you any results, then it's time to switch it up. You got to do a quick switch, and you got to figure out another way to get in touch with your customers or your new customer base that you're looking for. Sometimes it's picking up the phone, sometimes it's texting people, sometimes it's reaching out to them in different ways. Guys, do you know that there's this old school thing called the postal mail service? They actually, you can put things in like these blue boxes with a stamp on it, put it in there, and there's these mail carriers, these postal workers who will pick it up from the boxes and deliver it to the address that you've written on it. I know. Where's it been all my life? It's been right there. So don't be afraid to try something new. Try something new. I mean, why not? If you're sitting there spinning your wheels doing the same thing and it's not getting you anywhere, try a different route. That's all there is to it. So we talked about relaunching that, and we talked about doing a relaunch last week. We talked about doing a booking blitz. So out there, when all of you, if you tried a booking blitz, or if you have it on your calendar to do a booking blitz, please say yes. I want you to at least try it. And last week I gave you some of my personal tips of what I have found works for me best when doing those booking blitzes. So maybe it will help you. Maybe you guys have different ideas. So don't be afraid to shout those out. Share those with us. We're all here to network and share ideas. So, you know, don't hesitate. But so maybe you've done your booking blitz, or you're going to be doing your booking blitz. Then the big question comes, now what do I do? I have a host. Now what do I do? I just wait for the party, right? And then I show up with all the goodies. And then I collect orders. And then I have like this amazing $1,000 party, and I'm so excited because I've hit my goal, and now I'm going to promote. And okay, let me just burst your little bubbles out there, because it does not work that way. Okay, we have to be diligent, and we have to be educating our hosts. So the first question is, what is host coaching? Have you guys ever done host coaching before? Maybe if you're newer, you maybe haven't heard this term yet. Maybe it just hasn't come up. But what I want you guys to think about is, what if you had told somebody, maybe you don't sell Scentsy, and you had a Cincy rep like myself come up to you and ask you very nicely and say, would you host a Cincy party for me so you can earn free and half price Cincy and get the things that you want out of this fantastic new catalog that just came out? And you say, oh my gosh, yes, I want to do it. Well, we have to put a little work behind that, because think of yourself again. You know, we're as consultants, we should be, if we are not, we're very familiar with the way that a party works, the way the host rewards work. We're familiar with the concept of what needs to happen at a party, right? And if not, we'll get to that. If you're a newer consultant, you can always get with your sponsor, director, you know, your upline, and find other ways to, and watch those Cincy training videos and the Cincy training on your workstation, because there's amazing videos there too, guys, that are Cincy sponsored. This one is not, but those are. But they will give you some really great information. So educate yourself. Okay, educate yourself. And in order to be able to correctly educate your hosts, you have to know what you're talking about, right? You got to know. So I'm going to reach up here, sorry, real quick. That's where my stuff lives. All right, so we have this brand new, beautiful, like I said, catalog, right? Again, if you're a consultant, not a consultant, doesn't matter. If you haven't yet seen this, gotten your hands on one of these hot babies, if you're not a consultant, contact me. I'm more than happy to put one in that old school format of mail and send it your way, and get that to you. But I also, if you're hitting that subscribe button, then you're on my YouTube channel. And I actually did a catalog walkthrough, so you can go back and you can actually see what is in this beautiful book. So I'm telling you, wish list like this long. Okay, it's huge. But you as a consultant, you need to be very familiar with what is happening in this catalog. You need to know where things are at in this catalog. So please, 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 if you take nothing else away from tonight's chat, I want you to take away the fact of you're going to read this like it's a book. You're going to read this like it's a book that you're reading for book club, or a book that you're reading for college and you need to write a paper on it at the end of it. I don't care how you got to rationalize it in your head, but I want you to look through this book. I want you to know where things are located. Did you know that our warmers are now, the way that they have listed our warmers? And then, again, if you haven't watched the video, in the back, you've got this fantabulous fold-out page of literally everything we've got in the catalog, right? And did you know that everything is actually listed according to price? Okay, so that's a really good way because it's actually categorized, like I said, by price, and then it goes alphabetically. So you're going to start out with your more expensive warmers, and again, they will be alphabetically listed, and then you go on to the lesser, I don't want to say lesser expensive because it's totally not taking value away from the warmers, but some of them are just smaller warmers. So of course, like the night lights that we have now, the element warmers, things like that, that are a little bit a hair less than like the amazing tiger's eye warmer, things like that, right? So know things like that about your catalog. That's part of not only being a knowledgeable consultant, but being able to really explain that catalog to your hosts, okay? So we've booked a party, we've got a host. Now, yay, we're gonna do this little happy dance in our head that I booked a party, I'm so excited. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna meet with your host. And maybe that happens to be someone that you see every day, maybe not. But I want you to schedule something. And this is something that I am personally working on myself because as much as I talk about host coaching, I haven't been that great of a host coach. So that is one thing about my relaunch that is happening now. I am really, really, really honing in and focusing on coaching my hosts, so that way they're getting the most out of their party and I'm able to give them the most as their consultants. I want to be the one who has all the answers, and if I for some reason don't have the answer, I'm going to let them know. I will find out for you and I will get back to you and you will know. So I want to be that consistent person for them. So when I swear, my cats. Uno momento. Come here, baby girl. I know. Poor little thing. Jeez. It's like they're kids. And here she is coming right back in. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, we're going to just focus on with that Lily. She's having a moment. Anyway, so we've booked our party. We're excited. We did our happy dance. And now we're going to schedule a quick meetup. If this is not somebody that you see on a regular basis or you haven't talked to yet. Because it could very well be that you were at a party and you're booking a party from that party. So you're right there with the person. But the majority of the time when I'm doing host coaching, it's with someone who I've reached out to and I've asked them to host a party and they've said yes. Now, this host coaching, I don't want you to think that it only applies to a home party, because that is totally not true. Whether you are doing a Facebook party, an online party, a pouch party, a bag party, a long distance bag party, a home party, a Google Hangout party, whatever party it is that you're doing, you're going to use the same formula for host coaching every single time. Every single time. Consistency is going to be key in a lot of things with your Scentsy business, but especially with host coaching. And trust me, guys, again, I'm going to do it too. I'm going to put the hustle in. I'm going to do it as well. So do it along with me and let's see what our results really are, because again, I've reevaluated and I've kind of looked to see where are my holes, where are ways that I can improve on my business. And host coaching happens to be one of them. So I am putting a lot of effort into host coaching right now. So I've got my host ready to go. Okay. What I'm going to quickly tell you. Maybe you're doing a party and you're at a party. I want you to have one of these ready at all times, okay? This is my host packet. Host packet. And we're going to go through this very quickly. And I'm going to tell you exactly what's in here and why the things that are in here are in here. Because I think absolutely every single item that is in this bag will play a huge role in your host party. It truly will. You are also going to have a tote and or pouch party ready at all times. At least one. I like to have 6. Well, 6 like smaller pouches, pouch, small tote, and then I have 2 that are like full-on bag parties. Okay, those are for like, and I think I've kind of gone into detail with that before. Those are my customers who either have hosted regular basis, or they already know that they're going to be taking this a lot of places, things like that. So I'm really beefing those up. So there's 2 of those that are like supersized bag parties, right? Everything else kind of gets the same treatment. Because the whole point, if I'm doing a pouch party or a bag party, is to make it as convenient on my host as possible. Because usually the whole reason that they've decided to do a Cincy party in a bag or a pouch style, or maybe a Facebook or an online style, is because they don't have time to clean their house, take time to find babysitting, time off work, get the husband out of the house, whatever needs to be done. They don't have the time to be able to do that with their everyday life. So we're making it easy on them. And so we're going to continue that concept into the way that they're going to actually host their party. So you're going to do, this is one of my little tote bags, right? So this is like a mini tote bag. This is one step up from my pouch party. It has business card and like scent samples in the back here, and inside is a set of testers. So of course we want them to have scents, and I always throw in some sort of a sample of one of the layers items. My popular ones happen to be washer whiffs, because I buy them in the tub. And so what I do is I save the containers of the smaller size of washer whiffs, and I'll put about 1 sample in each of them. And then that way I can throw it in here, and that way they can get a good idea of the product itself. I'll even invite them to use it. You know, hey, there's a sample in there. Feel free to use it. Just if you'll please return the empty container back to me, that would be great. That's all I basically ask. Just because I'm going to reuse it, I'm going to fill it up with some more for the next host, right? If you don't have that, use something you've got on hand. It can be a hand soap. It can be a body lotion, whatever you want it to be. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be a plug-in. You know, people put plug-ins and buddies and all kinds of stuff in these. So do it to what works for you and your business. Okay, it's your business. Work it your way. Now, this is what is my host packet. Okay, so these I keep made up. I try and have at least 5 of these made up at a time because I want to be prepared and I want to be ready to go. Because I never know, I'm always crossing those fingers, that somebody's going to say, hey, I want to host a party. The brand new catalog came out, Jacqui, can I host a party? Because I have my eye on the Tiger's Eye warmer and I want to get it half price. I don't want to pay full price for it. No problemo. Let's get it done. Let's do it. Let's get the party on the books. So I'm going to come in here to my office area. I'm going to grab a post packet and I'm going to grab, whether it's a pouch or whether it's one of my small totes, and give it to them. Why? Why am I doing this, right? Maybe their party is 2 weeks out. Why am I giving them this now? Well, a couple of reasons. For one, the first thing I'm going to tell my host is what I would like you to do and what I challenge you to do is to collect 5 to 7 outside orders. So that means taking this with you between now and the date of your party, everywhere with you. When you go to work, when you go to the gym, when you go to church, when you take the kids to dance class, I want you to take it with you and see how many orders you can collect. And maybe make it fun. You guys, when you are talking to your hosts, make it personable, okay? So maybe that means you're going to offer them an incentive to say, hey, I'm going to challenge you. And if you are able to get 7 outside orders before the date of your party and give them to me when I show up to do your party, then I'm going to give you a fill in the blank, whatever works for you and your business, okay? Don't break your bank to give somebody something for free, but make it worth their while. Maybe it's a 3-pack of bars. Maybe it's a hand cream. Maybe, you know, whatever it is. Okay, just have fun with it. Have fun with it. That is the key part to anything. So in the host, so that's basically what that is for, right? I'm basically giving them a tote or a pouch party to start collecting those outside orders. But this is where the secret in the host coaching lies. All in this bag. Okay, so what do I have here? Remember I talked about my my webcam not being so great. This is where it turns into not so great. Okay, so I have a Cincy catalog sack here. Okay, it's your basic catalog sack. I've got a little clip at the top that says, let's party. So when somebody says, I want to have a party, I want to be your next host, I'm going to say, awesome. I have something ready for you right now. Let me grab it. I'm going to grab it out. Right here on the front, this is what I've attached with my little clothespin guy, right? Right here on the front, it says, party. There we go. You can actually see it. You can see it. Okay. Usually my camera doesn't work, sorry, if you're just tuning in for the first time. So what is this? This is an actual party invitation. But what I have done is I have made up some that are strictly for my hosts. And so what this does is this is a party invitation. And you can see I've actually used my Cincy washi tape. Score! I love washi tape, and I really love it that it's Cincy washi tape. But I've used that. I've attached one of my business cards here because over here in the corner, you can see it. It says, got questions. And then when it says got questions, sometimes if I hold it to the side, you can see better. Can't see it. Anyway, it says got questions, has a little arrow, and it points to me and my business cards. So that way they've got all the contact information there. So if they have questions along the way, all they have to do is ask. But on this party invitation, which you probably can't see because of my horrible light from my video camera. That doesn't help either, trying to like cover it up. I don't know. Anyway, this is what we use as party invitations, right? So these are things that they would mail out or hand out to their potential customers. Well, for them, I'm doing one specifically as their reminder card because it has everything that they need to remind them of their party itself. So your host is obviously them. That's their name, right? The date of their party, the time of their party, their phone number, and then, of course, their home address. Now, when I give this to them, I'm going to ask them to fill it out, or I'll fill it out for them. Usually, I'll fill it out for them. And what I'm going to start doing, so that way I have a record of it, is I'm going to take my handy-dandy phone, and I'm going to snap a picture of it, so then that way I've got the information saved just as well, so I can then use that in my my booking calendar that I have. I can put it on my phone. I know when the party is going to be. I have all the information, and so do they. They can stick it on their fridge, carry it in their purse, whatever they need to do. They've got all that information right then and there. So what else is in here? Okay, I'm starting to run over, so I'm going to try and go quick. I apologize. I always throw in a scent of the month bar for my host because, for one, it's scent of the month, guys. I want my hosts to know what the scent of the month is. I want them to try it. I want them to use it. I want them to see if they enjoy it, and I want them to share it with their customers as they're passing everything out, right? They need to know. The other thing that's in here is a thank you card. Even though you probably can't see it, it says thank you on the front. And I encourage you to handwrite a personal thank you note. Thank you so much for hosting a party with me. I am so excited. We had such fun at your last party. I can't wait for this one. Or this is going to be your first Scentsy party. I am so excited for you. This is going to be great. Whatever it is, handwrite a thank you card. Please do it for me. Just do it for me. Also in here is I put in a small handful of more party invitations, but these, of course, are just blank. And I have a little post-it note on the front here that says fill out and give to guests, because those are the directions. I want them to actually fill this out. And I encourage my host, because here I am talking to them one-on-one, right, about everything that's in this bag. And I'm going to tell them what I would like you to do is go ahead and copy everything that we just wrote right there on that card that's yours, that is your reminder card. I want you to write that on here. And I want you to actually hand give this to people and be like, hey, guys, you are part of my VIP Cincy party. So here's your invitation. Feel free to invite a guest, however you want to word it. Okay, I encourage you to use these. They're actually kind of cool. What else is in here? Okay, I'm going to go through this part very quickly because, again, I'm running over. I said I wasn't going to do that. This is the VIP. I put 2 catalogs in here. This one here says VIP copy, and we're going to go over that here in just 1 second because you'll see that I've got tabs on it, right? Okay. I also throw in a small handful of product lists. They've got a handful of some order forms, and then they just have a straight up regular catalog with a monthly special flyer in it. And that way, oh yeah, it's in that. That way they've got everything they need to go in their pouch party, right? They are truly going to be, hopefully, collecting those outside orders prior to their party. And then that way, when you show up on the day of the party, even if they've got 2 outside orders, that's 2 more orders than you had before the party even started. So bonus score. All right. So what is this VIP copy of a catalog? This is where host coaching is really going to do you guys wonders. Okay, first of all, always, to every single host that you have, I want you to make sure that you are giving them a host brochure, okay? Every single one. You never know. I don't want you guys to ever judge someone and say, oh my gosh, she has 4 little kids at home and there is no way she's going to be interested in joining Scentsy. You have no idea what someone is interested in. You have no idea that woman who has 4 children at home and is a stay-at-home mother, and her husband works crazy schedule and what have you, she may be sitting there just dying and looking for something to give herself, because that's what Scentsy does for me. I have my career, right? So I've got work Jacqui, I've got wife Jacqui, I've got mom Jacqui, and then where's Jacqui? This is Jacqui. And what Jacqui likes to do, I'm sorry, I'm totally talking about myself in the third person, is I like to do Scentsy. That's me. That's where I get to express myself. So please don't judge people by the cover, okay? You have no idea what their why might be. It may very well simply be that they just want some time for themselves. And if that means doing 1 or 2 parties a month to get away from the chaos of being a stay-at-home mother, or even a working mother with kids and everything else going on, give that blessing to that woman or man. It could be a man. We've got stay-at-home men. My husband was one for many years. So, you know, you never, ever know. Don't judge a book by its cover. All right, so very quickly, the VIP copy. This is where, again, the host coaching is coming in. So as I'm talking to my host and I'm giving her all this stuff, and I'm going through and I'm saying, okay, you're going to do this. You're going to try and collect some orders. I'm going to challenge you to collect 5 outside orders, and then I'm going to give you a prize. When you do that, I will show up. If you call me before I come to your party, I will come with your prize. You know, do whatever you got to do. But what I have done in the VIP copy is I tell them, this copy, you're my VIP. You're my host, okay? My VIP. And I treat my VIPs very well. And so for my VIP, you get a personalized, tabbed catalog. All of the green tabs actually correlate to the actual products in the catalog, right? So I'll just kind of flip open to one that goes directly to the dream section. So remember, a catalog is based upon times of the day. So we've got dawn, midday, dream, you know, we've got all those times of the day. Next, the yellow tab is where they're going to go, and that's what's going to kick off the scents in their catalogs. They can go through there and know exactly where the scents are located just by looking at the color of the tab. The second yellow tab is basically for our layers collection or our laundry line, and then one of the 2 favorite pages in this entire catalog, which happens to be the fragrance grid, where it lists what comes in what scent. Oh, I love these 2 pages. And the other green one, because I want them to draw attention to that, and I want them to draw attention to the athletic portion. So we've got our MLB that will be released on April 1st, and we've got our campus collection, which we love and adore dearly. Now we've got 2 red tabs down here at the bottom. What do the red tabs stand for, you ask? Well, Jacqui says, red tabs mean they're important tabs. So what would be important to me as a consultant and to my host as a host so they can get the most out of their party? The combine and saves. This is where they're going to get and really bump up those party sales. So I've made sure to put those in red because I'm trying to draw their attention. The next part is the ways to party. So that's where my second red tab is, because of course, not only am I giving them information and answering their questions, but I'm telling them, you know, again, you've got 2 weeks to look this over, collect some orders. I want you to really look at this page because this is going to really show off and tell you exactly what you're going to earn as a host. So not only am I telling them that, but I'm also directing them to this page so they can refer back to it. They're not going to retain everything I'm going to tell them in the meeting that we're going to have. Finally, the blue tab down at the bottom. Well, you see the sticker there. It says join me. That just happens to, even though that's the fold out page, this happens to be our join page here in the catalog. So when I get to that page, of course, I'm going to discuss flipping the party. What is flipping the party? That means that you're going to talk about with your host. Hey, here's the deal. If you're even remotely thinking about Scentsy, we're going to do your party. I'm going to do everything for you. You're my VIP, so you're going to sit back, relax, enjoy. I'm going to do all the work for you, okay? But what we're going to do is at the end, we're going to go over your party order, because when the party ends, your host coaching doesn't stop, right? When the party ends, you're going to sit down with the host, you're going to go through, you're going to total all of their orders for them, and then you're going to discuss what they earned for their Cincy host rewards, right? If you have offered any personalized incentives, that's when you're going to go over those. But that blue tab is when I'm going to say, hey, where's your VIP catalog? Let's talk about this, because you know, you just had a $350 party. Now, at your $350 party, this is great because you're getting some amazing host rewards. But what if you joined right now? I've got my laptop with me. We can log on very quickly, and for $99 plus tax and shipping, you can join right here and now. And I'm going to walk you through it. It will take us maybe like 20-30 minutes. We're going to walk through it. We're going to get you all set up. I'm going to be able to show you your workstation, because as soon as you get to the end of the pages for joining and filling out all your information, you're officially a consultant. Your starter kit will be on its way in the mail, but until then, I'm going to help you, and I'm going to sit with you very quickly, and we're going to go through, and we are going to take all these orders that we just collected at your party, and we're going to put them in under you. What does that mean? That means you just had a $350 party, but now you are going to earn commission on your $350 party. It also means that you are that much closer to hitting your goals for shooting star, sensational start. You're going to talk a little bit about those things, and of course you're going to let them know that when they hit 1,000 PRV, they're automatically going to get their first promotion to a certified consultant, and they're going to bump up their commission from 20% to 25%. And that's it. Okay, this is a really good chance to make sure that you are talking about flipping the party and what that means for them. Now, I will say, I have talked and I have discussed flipping parties with my hosts before. I have heard many of my consultant friends out there who are like, OMG, I love flipping my hosts. It's so great. And as much as I talk about it with my hosts, I've yet to do one. But it's my goal for 2015. So I think by focusing more on my host coaching, it's a good possibility I might get better results. So I'm going to wait and see. I will, of course, share my progress and update you. So that is one of my goals, is to flip a host this year. I want to flip a host. Will you be my next host? If you're not a consultant, will you be my next host and I can flip you? I want to help flip you. I want to do it. I want to do it so badly. Okay. And then, of course, after we've gone through all of that, you're at the party at that point in time, right? And at that point in time is when you're going to set the expectations for delivery. You always want to let them know, you know, hey, we're going to submit this part, whether it's through them or through you. We're going to go ahead and submit this party, or if you're holding out for like a few more days to wait for any more straggling orders coming in, whatever. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to close the party out for you. And then when I finalize the party, I will let you know. And then as soon as everything ships out, and it's usually 10 business days is our standard delivery. Normally it goes quicker than that, but 10 business days is our standard delivery time from the date that we place the order. And then what I want you to know is when those come in, this is how it's going to work. Now, it depends on where you're shipping the party. If you ship the party, I personally, if it's a local party to me, I will always have the party shipped to me, simply because when those products come in, I want to inspect them. I want to make sure that there's no issues with any of the warmers. They're not broken. The bars are all good. They got everything. Everything was included. There's no problems with any of the product. And And the biggest one out there is I want to make sure that my label, if you can see that at all, my label is going on every single product that is going out this door. Plus, it also gives me the opportunity to remember on what did we do, like week 3 or 4 when we talked about bagging and putting together Cincy party orders? That's when you're going to refer back to that video, and you're going to make every single person's order look pretty and beautiful and amazing. And then you're going to say, okay, once I get all that done, you know, maybe things are going to deliver on Wednesday, and say, you know what, on Friday after I get off work, I'll come over to your house, or let's meet at Starbucks for a coffee, and I will have all the orders for you. Everything will be labeled. All you have to do is just let everybody know that it came in. They can come pick it up from you. You can deliver it to them if that's easier, whatever works. Maybe you've got a busy host on your hands and they're like looking at you like deer in the headlights, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have time to deliver any orders. I really am not. Okay, as the host, again, they're my VIP, right? So I'm going to do whatever it is within my means to try and help them. So if that means that they're not able to meet up with their hosts, I should, because when I'm at parties, I fill out the order form for my hosts or for all of my guests. So I'm making sure that I'm at least getting a phone number. I want a phone number and email. Those are like my 2 basic contacts that I always want to make sure that I get on an order form. But then that way I can refer back, I can call those people, and I can set up delivery. And whether that's them coming to me, whether that's me meeting them halfway, whatever, I'm happy to do that if that's what it comes down to for my host, to help them out. Because again, they're my VIP. They hosted for me. I'm treating them like my VIP because that's what they are to me. So that in a nutshell is, again, totally ran over. Gosh, I apologize. What that has done is it is truly putting the power back into my host's hands. They are in total and complete control of how their party is going to go. Because of course, not only do I want to make sure that they have a good party, because, you know, I'm working a business here just like everybody else is working every day. I'm hustling, and in order to get my hustle on, I'm booking parties and I'm getting those orders in because I want to make my commission. You know, my monthly commission goes towards bills. Sometimes it goes towards paying a portion or all of my car payment. It might go to a water bill. It might happen to go to something that the kids need. It depends on from month to month what I use it for, but trust me, it comes in handy, and that Scentsy commission is a very important aspect to me and my family and getting things done. So I'm making sure that, you know, the host coaching helps them to have a better party, so they get more host rewards, because obviously the higher in sales, the more host rewards they get. And for the simple fact of, you know, I'm here to make a commission off of this, and it's based off of sales. So it's a win-win situation for us both. And in the process, you know, I have really educated my host. So they're going to be a really educated host going forward. So next time they have a party, they're basically going to have everything they already need. I might give them an updated host packet, depending on how long it's been. But they have a really good idea of Scentsy in and of itself, because when they're doing those and they're collecting those outside orders, they're my mouthpiece at the time. Now, of course, I'm telling them, you know, if anytime anybody has a question, there's business cards there, have them contact me. I'll field questions for you. But I want to put the power in the host's hands, because, you know, they want to be able to, you know, it's their friends, it's their family, it's their coworkers, whoever it is that they're going to and talking Scentsy. So I want them to feel empowered and have those questions ready and available. Hence the reason they have this VIP catalog, and they can very quickly just flip to a page and go, oh, you want to just see the new scents? Look, they're right here. Here we go. These are all the scents. Oh my gosh, this one's on my list. Whatever it happens to be. So it's helping us both. Anyway, that's part of, like I said, part of my relaunch. And if you're joining me in relaunching, then hopefully this has helped you too. Because like I said, this is one area where I've probably slacked a little. I'm going to be completely honest with all of you because you're all my friends. You're all here to support me just as much as I'm here to support you. So I'm going to share my confidence or put you into my confidence and let you know that Jacqui has slacked a little on her host coaching, but she is stepping up her game, people, so watch out. Anyway, totally being obnoxiously silly by now. It's time for Jacqui to get in bed. There I am talking to the third person tonight. Why am I talking like that? I have no idea. Let me just apologize now. All right, so anyway, hope that helped. Hope that gave you some ideas. If you do a host packet or if you do host coaching, please, 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 please share your comments below. What do you do? Are there some things that you found that have worked better than some of the things I've suggested? Or maybe I've talked about some things that you've never thought of doing before. I would love to have your feedback on all of this, because not only would it help me, but hopefully it will help you and it will help others out there who are watching and like the newer consultants who are just getting started going, host coaching, what are they talking about? This is what we're talking about. We want to help people. We want to all succeed. We are all flowers growing in the same garden, people. Okay, we are not competing with each other. We are here to help. We are here to educate, and we are here to be true Cincy family members. So keep that in mind when you're doing everything Cincy related. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I've been keeping an eye on the chat over here, so hopefully I haven't missed anything. I don't think I have, but again, at any time you can leave a comment below on the video. I do answer those back. Hit subscribe so you're up to date on everything that we've gone over and all the new cool stuff that is coming your way and the means of YouTube videos. So again, thanks for joining. I will see you next Tuesday. If you have topic ideas you would like to share, things you want to talk about, things you want to learn more about, all you have to do is contact me, let me know, and we will put those ideas on the agenda and get it done for you. So until we meet again, thank you all for joining me. It has been an absolute pleasure. Good night.